Hello, hello, hello. I am here with Shaquille and Savali. And Shaquille and Savali are just going to share their experiences. Savali is holding up her junior counter. And what's your junior counter's name, Savali?
Boo.
Boo Boo. Savali for the class has named her junior counter Boo Boo. So we're going to ask a couple of questions and just let families know kind of what brought you here, what brought you to the Advocates, and what your experience has been like. So you want to tell us a little bit about Savali and your what brought you or attracted you to wanting to learn the Advocates class?
Okay, well, this is Vali. She's 4 years old. Really, my mom kind of got me into this because she was
I was already 3, but now I'm 4.
She turned 4 right as the class started. That's right. So your mom, okay.
Yeah, my mom kind of brought me into this. She was the one that was looking up all the different types of schools for Vali because I was really looking at it for homeschooling, and then she was like, "Well, I found this really nice lady who, she can teach us Vali math, and they gonna give her an abacus." And I was like, "Okay, I like that, because that's some old school teaching right there. Teaching them that. That's some ancient type stuff." So I was like, I'm definitely with it because I'm really Afrocentric. I love all the ancient stuff and all ancient ways of how our children can learn because I feel like that's the best way compared to this westernized way of education. So that was my biggest thing. So that kind of what led me to it. And then when I started to actually take the class, it was more. It became more exciting because I just gravitated to just being able to do it and being able to absorb all of the information. I was shocked at times. I'm like, what's going on here? You tell me like numbers now, technologists and stuff. I'm like, so that was my biggest thing.
Okay. That is really exciting because a lot of times families or parents might see advocates and just like you said, like it's some ancient stuff. And then they're like, nah, we want to do this new math. So if you can elaborate on maybe something that she did or a way that she did maybe a problem or numbers that just kind of like demonstrated to you like this is possibly even an easier way than than the current stuff, the way that children learn how to do math.
I think it was when we were subtracting.
Mm-hmm.
And we were subtracting, I think, nines. And I think that was just like the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And she got it fast, even though she was like kind of not as focused as she should have been. But how she was able to subtract by looking at the numbers and be able to, move the 5, the upper bead up and down, and be able to realize how the 5 was actually going down or how the 0 was up, and how she was able to, you know, do the switcheroo, and everything was like, I don't know. The whole thing was just magnificent to me.
Okay.
I didn't expect her to get it all like that. I mean,
So
no,
fast,
I don't want
right?
to say I don't want to say that. Let me not say that I didn't expect her to get it, but how she got it, how
Right.
fast she got it,
Right.
amazing.
And I try to tell people like it's just patterns. And when kids learn by just moving and doing. They are like it's the sky's the limit with what they're capable of doing. So
Yeah.
Vali, before you go away, bring Boo Boo. Do you want to show us anything that you've learned or explain anything now that you're 4 years old?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
So I learned about counting up and down last time
Okay.
and doing math.
You learned math. Do you remember anything about the math you learned? Because you kept asking for us to do a certain type of math. Do you remember? You kept asking for subtraction, remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember how to subtract any numbers? Let's see what you remember. You gonna show us?
So let's subtract 1.
Okay.
So 1.
Hold it up just a little bit higher.
Subtracting it because
Okay, let's start off with a number. What number you want to start off with? You want to start off with 1? Okay, let's start off with 1. What are you going to subtract? You going to subtract 0 or 1?
0 and 1.
Okay, we'll do 0 first. So what's 1 minus 0?
What do you do when you have to subtract the 0? What do you do?
Freeze.
Freeze, right. So what's your final answer?
You said it.
1.
There you go. Okay, so you subtracted 0. Now what are you going to subtract first?
Now, did you just see that she did it with the junior counter?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's the type of stuff I was talking about. That's what amazed me.
Yes.
How even without the junior counter, it's registering in her brain.
That's the man.
And like you said, it's through the patterns, but now the patterns are starting to be popped up in her brain.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, hold on. I gotta hold the junior counter now. Like, okay,
I love it.
what's going on?
And see, with my children, it was the same thing. All we could find were these types of abacus on the market. It doesn't make sense. Let's start our kids with just this one rod, which is what the junior counter is. And when you all take part 2, level 2, we're going to use 3 rods. So she's going to start working with 10 through 99, 100 through 900, because it's going to be the same pattern. So once they get 0 through 9, then you will be super amazed at what your 4-year-old could do.
Yeah,
so,
I'm ready for it.
I just want to end with, if there's any advice out there, like if other parents are maybe contemplating, what advice might you give other parents?
Stop being scared and do it. Stop being scared and do it. This is going to elevate your children to the next level. If you want them to be a math genius, scientist, whatever, they have to learn these patterns. Because everything is based on patterns. Everything is based on rhythm. And if they learn these patterns and rhythms, they're gonna be great. You can already see it. My 4-year-old, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. So if I'm surprised, I'm definitely sure that they're gonna be surprised. So that's all I gotta say.
Thank you.
I appreciate you for even bringing it, because I had it in mind. But mine was kind of more of my approach to her learning was imagination. I wanted to start off with imagination. I know that imagination is the greatest thing. So, but you how can I put it? You quantify the imagination in a way to where she still can use her imagination.
Teacher, so do you know that we have the different organs?
What different organs do we have, ma'am?
But it's in their body.
What's one of the organs? Tell me about it. Do I have organs in my body too?
Yeah.
What's one of my organs?
So, heart.
What does my heart do?
It pumps your blood everywhere.
So my heart is making my blood pump?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so glad you shared that with me, Savali. Now I know that my heart, thank you. You know what? You just turned 4, didn't you?
Yeah.
Woo, I see that 4-year-old brain just working. I love it.
Yes. I forgot. She cut me off. I forgot what I was saying. But I was saying, you help to quantify the imagination, like putting it in bits and pieces, but they still can see the whole. And just her demonstrating without the junior counter, that showed me that she was able to take those bits and pieces, put it in a whole within her mind. So that just showed me right there, like, this definitely does. And the way our ancestors used it, it definitely does. I see why.
And I appreciate you saying that, because my dream and my goal was to have families like you be able to say that, just see that there's another way, right? Just like you pointed out, our ancestors were doing huge math. No calculators. So we go back and use what they use and train our brains the way that they train their brains. Our children have just infinite opportunities for our children.
Yes.
I thank you. I thank you and
thank
you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I can't express how much I appreciate it. You just made my mission. You just materialized.
Yes. Stop pressing the buttons. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate you.
So you all enjoy your weekend. Savali, what you doing this weekend?
What do you do this weekend?
I'm gonna train and exercise my body so I don't get fat.
Are you gonna exercise with Boo Boo too?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We going over all those reviews.
Perfect.
Hey.
We're gonna be ready for class number 2.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna be ready too.
Hey.
Teacher. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I draw Boo Boo.
What'd you say?
I just dropped Boo Boo.
Boo Boo doesn't like to be dropped. You better pick Boo Boo
I know, but he's okay.
Okay. All right, y'all. Well, you have a wonderful weekend. I just want to make it short. Thank you. Bye, Bye, Savali. Bye, Shaquille.
Bye. I go Kwahiri.
Wahiri.
Oh,
Wahiri.
Wahiri.
Wahira.
Wahiri.
All right.
Wahiri.